This is the beginning of economic war between the United States and China in particular.
The U.S. has removed most of its advanced missile defense systems from Saudi Arabia in recent weeks, even though the kingdom continues to come under attack from Houthi rebels in Yemen. U.S. officials confirmed to the Associated Press that 2 Patriot missile batteries were recently removed from the kingdom. The U.S. boosted its presence there in 2019 to counter attacks on the country's oil facilities from Houthi rebels supported by Iran in Yemen. But in June, the Pentagon reportedly started drawing down its missile defense systems, including the Patriot missile batteries, along with the THAAD system, or what's called an Advanced Terminal High Altitude Air Defense Unit. It's unclear where they were moved to, but tens of thousands of U.S. troops remained spread throughout the Middle East region. Still, there are questions if the drawdown in defenses in Saudi Arabia is being done to better protect the U.S. against what is perceived as a growing threat from China. The Global Times, China's state-run newspaper, warned the U.S. of, quote, severe measures if Taiwan's office in the U.S. officially changes its name from the Taipei Economic and Cultural Representative Office to the Taiwan Representative Office. The Global Times writes, if the U.S. and the Taiwan island changes the names, they are suspected of touching the red line of China's anti-secession law, and the Chinese mainland will have to take severe economic and military measures to combat the arrogance of the U.S. and the island of Taiwan. At that time, the mainland should impose severe economic sanctions on the island and even carry out an economic blockade on the island, depending on the circumstances. China's foreign affairs spokesman, meantime, had this to say about the U.S.-Taiwan relations and the potential name change.
The U.S. should abide by the One China principle and the provisions of the 3 U.S.-China joint communiques, take practical action to honor its commitments, stop any form of official contacts with Taiwan, or moves enhancing their substantive relations, including replacing the name Taipei Economic and Cultural Representative Office with Taiwan Representative Office, and refrain from sending wrong signals to Taiwan independence.
A name change that could potentially spell out more than just a war of words.
Apparently, Taiwan wants to change its official nomenclature. They don't want to be the Taipei Diplomatic, Cultural, Economic Center, whatever the hell it's called. It wants to be now called Taiwan. China is in a fury about this. Should they be?
Well, sure, because it is a signal, if it does occur, that the U.S. is going to try to put more pressure on China through Taiwan, try to get China to pull out from the Spratly Islands and other, initiatives it's got going in South Asia, South China Seas. This is the beginning of economic war between the United States and China in particular, and it's really, has many fronts to it. Part of it is this geographical issues that you see, but it's also mostly a next-generation technology warfare, and who's going to prevail over those, next-gen technologies, which are military as well as economic technologies. It's a general conflict brewing here economically at first, and with diplomatic initiatives sparring going on. But it reflects the U.S. Pulling out of Central Asia because it can't afford to do both. It can't afford these adventures that it's wasted money on, and the expenditures that it's going to need in Asia to deal with the new challenges. That it is a fucking of empire problem, you see.